So we could not find a place to stay last night for a long time. So we gave our campsite away to some random dude who was driving down that sketchy road that our campsite was apparently located at. We just handed him and we're like, hey, we don't feel comfortable staying here. If you'd like to have our campsite, here's the information. And then we drove all the way back to Asheville and stopped for dinner because I had like the biggest headache of my life. And finally I found a KOA with one spot left for us that we could stay just one night. So we stayed here. KOAs are nuts. I've never stayed at one before, but super blessed. Gonna go take a hot shower and then hopefully find some campsites for tonight because we are struggling. So I couldn't tell you earlier what actually happened last night because the people were still here.
Oh, I want to say something.
We went to sleep at our campsite, and the person that led us out to our campsite in the little golf cart didn't make it clear that this was 2 campsites and we only had one side. So we didn't know, it just looked like one big campsite. So we're almost asleep. We are in our tent, lights off, like headphones, earplugs in. All of a sudden, there are lights this close to my face through the tent, headlights of this massive truck van thing. And I like yell, hey, because I thought they were gonna run us over. Like, it was ridiculous. And Mackenzie was like super mad.
I was so mad, and they did it on purpose. It's not like they couldn't see us.
They
Obviously,
knew
we
there
were
was a
right in
tent
front
there.
of them. They're like probably thinking like, "Oh, who's in that campsite?" Like, I'm sorry, we didn't know. It's not our fault. Dang. At least you could have asked like, "Hey, do you guys know that this is your campsite?"
I would have like.
Instead of, okay, like literally from me to her.
There wasn't.
That's how far they pulled up. We looked out the tent.
It was probably even closer than that. It
And
was crazy.
If there was a gust of wind, we would have been done. Like, it was that close.
And then after I yelled, I was like, hey, and they're like, you're in our campsite. And this is me inside the tent yelling at them. And I was like, is it campsite 26? And she's like, no, we're in 27, and this one says 27. Yours is over there. And I was like, okay, sorry, we didn't realize the guy that showed us in the dark didn't let us know there were 2. And so we get up, pull our tent all the way over the side, and she's like, well, we're staying in our van, so you didn't even have to do that. So you tried to run us over, but it's fine for us to stay here? No, I'm going to move as far out of your way as I possibly can.
And then this morning, the guy was like, good morning.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shut up, you and your little Yorkie dog. So that was how the night really went. Not to mention children screaming constantly. They played a game of Simon Says where Simon said to scream as loud as you can. With like 10 children. Anyway, we survived. We're gonna head to grocery store to get ice and then go to Brevard.
Whoa! We just got to Pittsfield. We just passed the hub.
Woo! Hopefully finding a campsite!
Got a migraine, and my pain will range from up, down, and sideways. Thank God it's Friday, cause Fridays will always be better than Sundays, cause Sundays are my suicide days. I don't know why they always seem so dismal. Thunderstorms, clouds, snow, and a slight drizzle. Whether it's the weather or the letters by my bed, sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense, it's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressing thoughts. I do not have writer's block, my writer just hates the clock. It will not let me sleep, I guess I'll sleep when I'm dead. And sometimes death seems better than the migraine in my head. Am I the only one I know waging my wars behind my face and above my throat? Shadows will scream that I'm alone, but I know we've made it this far, kid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am not as fine as I seem. Pardon me for yelling, I'm telling you, green gardens are not what's growing in my psyche. It's a different me, a difficult beast, a feasting umber down trees. Freeze frame, please let me paint a mental picture portrait. Something you won't forget. It's all about my forehead and how it is a thought that holds back contents that make Pandora's box contents look non-violent. Behind my eyelids are islands of violence. My mind shipwrecked. This is the only.
I'm facing back to front, over my shoulder at the sun, and it's an open door, and off my line of sight once more.
No trees! Well, a couple trees.
Out of learn, it'll all be fine this time. Out of learn.
Alright, we're on Balsam Knob now. I'm struggling hardcore. We went the wrong trail. And this one is gnarly.
So much fun.
And we're probably gonna be coming down in the dark. Sorry, Mom. We don't have a flashlight, don't have a headlamp. Just our phone or cell-service. That's fine. Whatevs. Look at this crazy. This doesn't do justice for how steep it is. Maybe it'll be worth it and we'll catch sunset. Dude, that person's tent is in such a dope spot. Down there. Oh, look at that. Light shining through.
It'll all be fine this time. Out of learn.
I refuse.
Stay here forever.
Help me out, don't let me down. I could learn from you. I could learn from you.
We don't know where we're going.
We're lost again. Why does he this video?
Chaco's, the new gold standard in running. We We were going the right way, I think. Still walking.
We found our way though.
We're super close, I think. Oh, there's my car. We found him. And now we're gonna get our stuff situated so we can go backpack camp off the side of the road. I just did this. I did that fire. Also, there's totally a sled. It's huge. Is our tent? Oh, we can't see it. There's our tent. Yeah. I really hope all those people are okay up there.